Hello, radiant women in business. It's Friday. We've made it to the end of another week. So, Rachel here from AI Alchemy, and welcome to our third live of the week, which is, of course, the verdict session. Now, for those of you who have been following or maybe catching up, you will know that on Monday, I introduced two really big trends that are making waves in the world of AI technology at the moment. I popped back again on Wednesday where we selected one of those two tools to put through its paces. And today I am back with you sharing my personal real world results. I'm going to tell you what worked, what didn't, and whether I am going to be adding this to our toolkit as a recommended tool for you and your own businesses. So let's just have a quick recap. I tested Adobe's Firefly generate soundtrack and speech features. And within my testing, I created a short brand reel for my audience, prompted for a soundtrack and voiceover. And then I evaluated it against a criteria around my brand fit, the time it took, cost, and how functional it was for repurposing across multiple channels and in different formats. So this is always very exciting. What worked? Well, if we start by looking at time and cost, the first thing was I uploaded a clip, I chose my prompt, and within 40 minutes, I had a usable draft voiceover and soundtrack. Now, remember, I'd set a criteria that I needed it done in under an hour. So that impressed me. And compared to outsourcing, this was a major win for me. So that is one big tick to start with. Now, next thing, in terms of quality, the soundtrack felt polished. It was really good for content purposes. The voiceover tone matched my brand. So it was warm, it was friendly, and it was a UK female accent. So I was pleased with that. It wasn't Americanized. It wasn't sort of a bit robotic or computer generated. And really minimal edits were needed. So again, that is another big tick from me. When I looked at repurposing, I was able to export the video and use it across Instagram Reels, LinkedIn video, and blog promotional clips. So the tool supports multi-platform reuse, which again is really, really important for those of us who want to have a presence in lots of different channels without having to sit and re-record things multiple times. In terms of ease of use and access, the interface is certainly intuitive. So you don't need to be techie to use it. And that aligns strongly with my mission of making AI accessible for women in business. So all in all, they are some really quite significant positive outcomes. What didn't work so well, or at least what do I think has room for improvement? The customer nuance. So the voiceover, while it was good and certainly usable, it lacked some of the subtle inflections that I might be looking for in a high-end course or product launch. Things like softer pauses, deeper emotional tones, those kind of things that really give away that it is still computer generated. So for premium high ticket launches, it still needs that human touch and a little bit of polish that at the moment only we can give it. Licensing clarity, you will remember that this was one of the concerns that I outlined on Wednesday. The commercial use terms are a little ambiguous, shall we say. So I need to check that out in more depth. I'm not gonna make judgment either way on that. Obviously, I've had, I'm going to say, for loosely 48 hours, probably closer to 36 hours to test this system. So I'm not going to judge it on that because I don't feel I've got to the bottom of that yet. I will come back and let you know a little bit more about that once I feel I understand it better. Brand uniqueness. Now, because this tool is widely available, some of the soundtracks and voice styles, I think, over time could become common and you lose your unique take on things. So if your brand really depends on truly distinct audio identity, you're probably going to need to customize your work further. But if you're quite happy with a more generalized thing, then I would say this is fine. Now, in terms of a learning curve, whilst yes, it is easy to use, I still spent quite a bit of time writing the right prompt to get a usable first draft. With all of these tools, the better your prompts, the better the results you're going to get. So there is still a small human crafting element required to get the kind of polished result that you might be looking for. That said, my verdict, is this tool for us? And obviously by extension, is it for you? I would say yes, with caveats. Okay. If you are creating regular content, whether that be video or audio, and want to sound more polished without hiring the work out, this is a strong solution for you. It saves you time, it supports your brand, and it keeps your messaging consistent. If you're producing high-end launches or signature audio experiences like podcasts or immersive courses, you may still combine this with a human input. But for most of our show up system, the £197 offer that I am promoting for things like reels, lives, brand intros, this is absolutely worth adopting into your own toolkit. But before we move on, I've touched on this a couple of times already this week, but some exciting news. If you've been watching these lives for a while and you're thinking, do you know what? I wish I could learn this stuff step by step, but the technical jargon is just a minefield. Things are moving so quickly, I can't keep up with it. I have got something that you're going to want to know about. I have just opened the doors again for the Show Up Society, which is our monthly membership program where I teach women exactly how to use AI tools like this to simplify content creation, stay consistent, and grow with confidence without any form of technical overwhelm. Now, right now, it is just £10 a month, which is an absolute steal. But that is only available for the first 50 founding members. That price is locked in for life as long as you stay within the membership. But once those 50 spots are gone, then the price rises permanently. Inside the membership, you're going to get calm, guided tutorials, simple prompt templates, and access to me as your mentor in the world of AI. There's no overwhelm. There's no technical speak, there's no judgment, there's no jargon, just real results and a supportive community. So if you would love to join us, we'd love to have you. Comment waitlist or drop me a DM and I will send you the link for joining. Now, getting back to today's topic, who would I recommend this Adobe software to? Well, women business owners, coaches, creatives who want to produce weekly video or audio content. Entrepreneurs who hate the editing drain and want a system that supports their voice. Or side hustlers who are balancing family, day jobs, and a business who need fast, effective tools. You're going to love this. Now, some of you, I might suggest maybe you need to proceed with caution or even wait a little while longer before jumping on this particular bandwagon. And to that, I would say course creators running multi-thousand-pound launches where every audio nuance matters. This isn't the tool that's going to give you the finish that you want right now. Brands building from scratch that want a completely bespoke audio identity, I don't think this is going to fit with your requirements at the moment either. And also, obviously, people not yet creating any video or audio content. Start simple first and then scale. You need to learn what works for your audience so that you don't lose that human touch in your business. Now, next steps for me. I am going to be integrating this tool into my internal show up system. So when you join the system, you'll also learn exactly how to prompt and use it effectively. I'll keep a monthly check-in. If licensing becomes clearer or the quality improves, I will, of course, update you. And I will be creating a short tutorial clip showcasing how I used it, which I will share in the AI Alchemy Vault in the coming weeks. So for now, thank you for joining me for this week's live series. I hope you found value. Maybe you gained some new ideas, and hopefully you feel a little bit more confident about applying AI into your business with simplicity. It doesn't need to be overcomplicated. If you've enjoyed this series, comment below or tag a friend who needs this for their business. And remember, you can still grab the Show Up system for £197. The complete structure, tools and workflow designed to help women in business stay visible with ease. Now, I will be back again on Monday where we will be looking at the new movers and shakers in the world of AI. But until then, stay visible, stay aligned, and continue creating with heart and flow. I'm Rachel, and I will see you again on Monday. Bye-bye for now.